So at the end of game 3, we should have some scores very shortly. 229 for Bijimanico from Switzerland, 220, 236 for Bjorn Inaruchagan if he strikes, which he does. And the pattern is this week Kegel Bourbon Road. It's a pretty easy pattern, Sean. We've had quite a few players on 1500 over the 6. And I was speaking to Ramon about 10 minutes ago, and he's coming over, is Ramon.
Sure you had a 250
Just
then?
Ramon came over, he says he thought he had a 250 then. It kind of stems back to that he's not allowed to look at his scores. So for some reason he thought he had a 250 and then looked up and it was 30 pins more than that. Yeah, it's not a particularly hard pattern, Sean. Oh, no points for a refusal. Come on back, Joanna. Yeah, I was speaking to Ramon earlier, and he said that of all the players that have bowled over 1500, they've all gone right, whereas everybody else has started going left as the transitions come. So there's obviously something in that. If you stay on the outside and maybe just raise your pace or don't try and overhook it, it's those players that have stayed in one particular area that have shot over 15. Everybody else has kind of moved in and met with all the rest of the traffic. And so I've had a quiet word with a couple of players and said, you know, you maybe want to be trying this. They should be working it out themselves, which is kind of Ramon's point. Look at the scores, see where they've bowled, and if you can play that shot, play it. Joanna Attard going well on that lane. In fact, everybody on that pair doing quite well. 11 and 12 in front of us. Lee Chatfield's going to finish with a 236 with a strike. Joanna Attard. Oh! She's going to finish with 240. 238 if she strikes. .236 for Chatters. And he's going strong. So Simon Shepherd from the Netherlands, Dutch Bowling TV's technical wizard. You remember Simon from Ireland, Sean? He's there shooting strikes at the moment. 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. He didn't start off very well. 190s and 189s, I think. Hang on, what did he get? Yeah, 192, 189 for his first 2, but he's bowling a lot better in this game. Marco Landman, also from Dutch Bowling TV, on a 279 schedule, as he would call it. It's 279 pace for you normal-speaking people. Marco, I can't really do a Marco accent, but I'll give it. Yes, I will bowl with a 279 pace. Or something like that. I'm not very good at accents, as you can guess. So Marco looking for the second one in the 10th. And a few players at the moment sweating on the top 28. They all think it's going to be over a 226 average. Another fine shot from Marco. Is Jason the gate bowling, Sean asks. No, he's not actually. No, he was on the list and then unfortunately couldn't make it. So we've got no Sean, no Jason. .237 for Simon Shepherd. Marco Landman with one more strike for a 279. And that will just about conclude the squad down the centre. We'll go for a short commercial break. Yep, 279 for Marco. Loves it. He knows he's on TV. Right, so we'll go for a quick break and we'll be back shortly, so don't go away. And welcome back to the 24th Malta Open, live from the Eden Super Bowl in St George's Bay, Malta. We've got some scores on the doors for you. Ramon Hilferink is the new leader, unsurprisingly, after that 289 last game. 790 for his first 3, 263 average. And the thing is, he doesn't even know he's had 790 yet. Lee Chatfield, 279, 235, 236, 750. Go Chatters. Remco van Dommelen bowling a lot better this year. 233, 227, 278, 738, 246 average. In fourth place, Bijumanico, female player from Switzerland. 249, 229, 229, 707, 731 with ladies bonus. Tommy Peterson from Greece. Deviate Deviant. Deviate Staffer from Greece, as I said. 258, 241, 225, 724. And 10 pins behind, Peter Niff, two-handed left-hander. With 714, he just had a 269 last game. Marco Landman's 279 puts him up to 708 and 7th place. Ben Harvey with that 298 puts him up to 704 and 8th place. Bjorn Ina Rudshagen with 694 in 9th. 694 and in 9th. Anzi Grabjan from Slovenia, 692, tied with Glenn Richardson from England in places 10 and 11. And then further down, Jonas Jürgen, coming from Sweden, with 690. Big Groeiler from Switzerland with 689. Haris Paniotou from Cyprus with 684. Simek Thompson with 680 and 675 for Vagelis Krisnis from Greece. And some pretty good scores there. So back to the chat and back to Seismic Sean to speak about Jason Negate bowling. Saying he throws it great. He certainly does. We call him the lash because he lashes it. He gets a hell of a lot of revs on the ball. So I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We had a few problems yesterday, the internet connection dropping in and out, but touch wood or touch plastic or whatever it is here, it's not going to affect us too much. It seems to be a lot more stable today. Stick around for the end of the squad. It's going to be interesting to see who the squad winner is, but we'll put them into the virtual studio. We've got a virtual studio, Sean. We've got green screen and we're doing virtual studio. It's cool. I was kind of hoping you guys were in Ireland next year, but it's Storm this year. So we'll be doing a Storm virtual studio there. Wilco saying no connection, getting lost. Anybody else having any problems? So the minute I start saying everything's fine, somebody says, oh, I've got a problem. We've got a super slow-mo cam coming up in a minute from Flavio. Who's he doing? Let's get the cam on. I think he's going to do Big Elko. Oh, no, it's maybe not. It's who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be Ramon, I think. So, yeah, got Flavio Cuva from Switzerland, who does the videos and streaming for Bowling Digital. He's brought his super slow-mo cam, and we've had the pleasure of being able to show a lot of the players in slow-mo. Just looks around, gets the nod. Yep, we're going to do... oh, man! So hopefully you can see this. We've got Ramon Hilferink bowling a little bit deeper now. into the pocket for another strike. Yeah, okay, sorry about that, folks. The internet connection dropped in and out, but I think you just got the slow-mo there. Seems to be problems with the connection. The minute I said it's been stable, it starts messing about. I've got Simon and Marco around somewhere if it does it too much. Are you all still got picture at the moment? It's gone stable again. Man, me and my mouth. I open it and then we start having problems. We'll get some more super slow-mo very shortly. Flavio just picking which player he wants to do. Can't beat a bit of super slow-mo. So your top three again: Ramon Hilferink from the Netherlands with 790, followed by Lee Chatfield from England with 750, and Remco van Dommelen from the Netherlands with 738. It might be Anzi Grabusham we get. Oh no, it's not. Everybody's wearing each other's shirts today. It's actually Loza Stavru. Oh, we're going to get Big Elko. So Elko Gorta from the Netherlands, super slow-mo. Side walking. Loft. Wide, wider, wider. Oh, nothing hits the... Oh, just taps the 7. Love that camera. It's probably about 5,000 or 6,000 €5,000 or 6,000 euros in that camera, probably more. In fact, I'll have to ask Flavio how much it is worth. It's not something I'm ever going to own, I don't think. Anything that costs as much as a car. And it looks like he's going to do Ramon again. Oh no, he's just setting up for another shot. Ramon in the pocket. Keep your comment and chats coming in. If you just joined us, you're watching the 24th Malta Open live from the Eden Super Bowl. Yep, we've got Ramon coming up next. Ramon Hilferink, second 2 years ago. second last year and determined to go one better this year. As we've said before, studies out there in the United States at the Weber University and the Kegel Training Centre. And he was a good player when he went out there, but he is absolutely awesome now. He might well be the first Dutch guy to pick up a few PBA titles. So Ramon. Oh, no, Big Elko was in the way, so we won't get him on that one. Excuse me, coughing away then. The voice is getting a little bit iffy, so I've been eating honey. Right, back on Sean. Yeah, for all of them. The minute I opened my mouth and said, oh, it's been a good stream, it started messing about again. Some more super slow-mo coming up. I think we're going to get Ramon now. Working a double. Double, 9 spare, 9 spare, strike, 7 split spare, double. Watch this one for a super slow-mo. Here we go. Flavio was saying he's going to make this one extra slow. So you can see the full release from Ramon Hilferink. Oh yeah, really slow. Here we go. So Ramon Hilferink from the Netherlands. I think you could probably, if you could see the total shot, you could count the amount of revs he actually does get on the ball with that slow-mo. And then it comes into the pocket. How cool is that? It's something I'd love to do in every stream, but that means we're going to have to make sure Flavio's with us again. Unless the iPad does it. There'll be a cheap app somewhere that you can do slow-mo. So I hope you're enjoying the show so far. I'm Dom Gall from TalkTemping.net, partnered with Dutch Bowling TV this week, Marco Landman and Simon Sheppers, and also teamed up with Bowling Digital's Herbert Bickel, Flavio Cuva and Beat Grauweiler. Streaming partners this week, QubicaAMF. Thanks to Roger Creamer and Darren Lewis for all their support. Hoping to get out to the World Cup one year and do a little bit of live streaming, that'll be cool. I know Lucas Wiseman is going to be doing it in the States this year. As I said yesterday, anyone's got a chance to do the streaming if they can do it. And watch out, Lucas, I'm coming after you. I beat you to the World Singles last time, and I'm going to beat you to the World Cup. Oh, This might be a good slow-mo if we can get it through the gap. Ah, yeah. Might be a good slow-mo to do. Oh yeah, nice gap through the legs. And a good spare. Loza Stavru from Cyprus. $240 for Elko Gota. Ramon on 4 in a row. 2 more in the 10th. We'll give him 248, I think. Yeah, Seismic, you're loving it out there, aren't you guys? Seismic Sean says that's ridiculously good. And Wilco says that was a perfect slow-mo shot. Ah, man, if you could do that in most tournaments, what we're doing now, it'd be awesome. Talk about education. As QubicaAMF would say, the power of partnership, and it's certainly true this week with Bowling Digital and Talk Tempin and Dutch Bowling TV all working together for the first time, actually. And thanks a lot to Herbert Bickle at Bowling Digital for helping us this week. And make sure you check out the daily reports over on Bowling Digital. Also go to the official website, EdenSuperBowl.com. And please like Talk Tempin page, Malta Open page, Bowling Digital page, and World Bowling page. Thanks to Megan at World Bowling for promoting the Malta Open this week on the World Bowling Facebook page. These are the sort of things you can do when everybody comes together. And I still think we could be a lot better yet. Seismic Sean, checking flights to Malta now. The main thing, Sean, is if you do like a swing, if you were going to come over, you'd maybe come over with a couple of guys and play 2 or 3 events. We've got a Mexican and a Costa Rican over, Alejandro Reina and Carlos Lee. They're playing this one, and then they're going to Poland next week, and then the week after they're going to the Brunswick-Madrid Open. Brunswick-Madrid Challenge. Wilco Schoenveld says, I wish I could go just to watch, but finance is not that good. Wilco, you don't need to come. You can watch for free. Be nice to come, but don't worry about the funding. We'll make sure you won't miss anything. But yeah, 25th anniversary next year, so the work will start as the tournament ends, and we'll try and make it a great show next year. England's Don Barrett has already said he's going to sign up for 2016, a former champion, and it would be nice to have a few of the champions back. It looks like we're going to have a super slow-mo of David Say from Northern Ireland. This one's a more unusual shot. There we go. David Say from Northern Ireland. Doesn't get as many revs on. So he's holding it a little bit more on the side than at the back. And that's not really going to come back, as you saw there. He's playing in the right area. He's just not really got enough lift for the shot there. Wilco says, I'd love to be able to support my clubmates Marco and Simon from Deventer. You're supporting them now, sir. You're supporting them by watching. Please spread the web address far and wide. There's no reason why other people shouldn't be enjoying these slow-mos. If you want to see more of them, just type in Super Slow-Mo Bowling, and you'll see quite a few videos from Flavio Cuva in Bowling Digital. So just coming up to the end of game 4. Chatfield's dropped down a little bit. He's going to finish with a 182 in this game. Yeah, big shout out to everyone that's joined us on the chat. Bassy, Croc, Kim and Jazz, Margan and Paul, Rog 857, Paul Moore, Seismic Sean Friendly from the States, Switzerland 300, Will Kushoon from the Netherlands, Yvonne Mika, and more. Simon, yeah? Yeah, looks like we're going to do Simon Shepherd's now, slow-mo of the big guy. Simon doing all the technical work this week for Dutch Bowling TV. There it comes, then Simon Shepherd from the Netherlands. That's a few more revs. Boom. Right there, Simon. We're good. 2, 3, 4, 6 in a row. One more for 233. Or if you're Irish, 233. Andy Grabijan with a 226, I think. Then scores just went off. So we'll watch Simon and David finish up, and then we'll go to a quick commercial break. A reminder for everybody, if you want to get rid of the Ustream ads, if you install a program called AdBlock Plus, a free program, it will knock off all the Ustream adverts. You won't miss, you'll still get the AMF ones because they're the ones that we're showing. But if you're still getting any annoying adverts from Ustream, you can get rid of them with AdBlock Plus. Simon's going to watch his own slow-mo now. Right, so we'll go for a quick break, and we'll be back very shortly, so don't go away. And welcome back from the advert break. Adverts from Chisk, the local beer here. Also QubicaAMF. So some scores for you after game 4. Ramon Hilferink is still leading and has a good sized lead now over second place. Ramon with 10.38, 2.59 average. In second place, countryman Remco van Dommelen with 9.89. In third place, Peter Niff with 9.65. Lee Chatfield with 9.33 in fourth. Glenn Richardson in fifth with 9.26. Jonas Jürgen with 9.22 in sixth. Seventh, Anzi Grabijan, 9.16 in seventh. In eighth, Biggie Manico, 8.69. In ninth, Marco Landman, 8.97. And in 10th place, El Cogorta with 8.97. And further down, Ben Harvey in 11th, Vagelis Kuznis in 12th, Tommy Peterson in 13th, Bjorn Inar Rudshagen in 14th, Yanis Konstantinou in 15th, Nick Chrysotius in 16th, 17th, Haris Panayiotou, 18th, Pete Groeiler, Simic Thompson in 19th, Simon Shepherd in 20th, Damir Branizak in 21st, James Parrott in 22nd, 23rd, Stig Tomadas, Patrick Meeker back in 27th on 8.27. Struggling a little bit. Ollie came back in the last game with a 2.56. Patrick, the defending champion, 195, 206, 178, 256. And further down, any Craig Barrett fans? He's having a bit of a mare, 7.26. 34th, James Hemsley 35th. Daniel Ali has dropped out. He went 179, 127, and he's dropped out of the squad. So game 5. Players in front of us include Stig Tomadas, Anza Grabrijan, Ramon Hilferink, El Cogorta, Loisa Stavru, David Say, Biet Grauaila and Greta Fosside. Looks like we've got some more super slow-mo coming. Yep, Anzi Grabrijan now from Slovenia, left-hander. Bowls for Team Navigators. And we're going to have a super slow-mo of him. So just watch the shot. Anzi with that little strange thing on the back of his head. Must be new fashion. Get a little bit of hair, put it in a tufty, put a rubber band around it. A little cherry on top. That might be fashion in Slovenia, but if you did that in England, you'd probably get beaten up. Or somebody would just walk past and cut it off with a pair of scissors for a laugh. That's what English do, I think. There you go. Come on, strike, strike, strike. Just a little bit high. But here comes the slow-mo of it. He comes back picking his nose. There we go. So Anzik Grabujan from Slovenia. Nice smooth shot. It looked okay at that point, but then it bit a little bit too much. Just came up high, and there you go. Single pin leave, just behind his foot. Picking his nose. Love it. Keep your comments in chat coming in. Is there any particular players you want to see a slow-mo of over the next couple of days? We can try and make that happen. Trying to get as many different ones as possible. I'm kind of limited by how far Flavio can go. He can only go lanes like 9, 10, 11 and 12. So it kind of depends who's on those pairs at any one time. It looks like we're going to big Elko now. Big loft. Yeah. Elko. Yeah. Kind of walk sideways, look at the foot. Loft. Where's the knee bend, Elko? Wide, 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 wide. Boom! Yeah. Nice guy, Elko. Yeah, Wilco on the chat there said, love to see the slow-mos. Very nice to see. And good to see how people turn their hands. Yeah, that's what we were on about earlier, really. When you kind of want to learn how to hook it, you can see what some of these players are doing to hook it. So you get yourself off to your local centre and give it a try. Well, obviously, these guys are making it look easy because they've been playing for a long, long time, but don't be frightened to try things out there. So anyone that's joined us, you're watching the 24th Malta Open live from the Eden Super Bowl in St George's Bay, Malta. I'm Dom Gall from TalkTenPin.net. We're into game 5 of 6 in the second squad of the day. And looks like we're going to do David Say again. From a slightly different angle. David from Northern Ireland. Doesn't get as many revs on the ball. So Wilco, this is a player that doesn't hook it as much as the other ones. So just watch his release. He comes more or less round the side of the ball. A good shot though. So just watch this one now. David Say from Northern Ireland. Watch his hand position. He tends to be more on the side of the ball as opposed to behind it like a lot of the other players. There you go, at the top. Just kind of lifts up his fingers a little bit. Not a massive hook, down and in. But the result is just as good. Hands up who think Flavio's a genius. Loza Stavru, front 4. David Say, also front 4. Both players on lane 12. Lee Chatfield's gone front 5, down on 7 and 8. Wilco's, yeah, I will do that. I'm going to go bowling. But then I'll miss the next round at 5 p.m. So we've got Biet Graweiler from Switzerland, another player that doesn't put a lot on the ball. Down and in. That's nicely into the pocket. A little bit high, as you can see. Leaves a single pin. If anybody's going to miss any squads, we are recording all of them and they will be uploaded to YouTube. So keep your eye on Dutch Bowling TV and Talk Temping over the next few days. We will post the links to the previous shows. You won't be able to, you can only watch live at the moment, but we are recording them and they will get uploaded. Flavio's going to do another slow-mo. Who've we got this time? Looks like Grether for side. This one's going to be a Brooklyn shot. So, Grether from Norway. Ball behind the body. Not exactly the most perfect style. She's thrown that down the middle. Almost gets the Brooklyn strike. Looks like Sam Rose and Joe Alsibrook are in. I'd like to see a slow-mo of Glenn Richardson. As soon as Glenn's up here, we'll make sure Flavio does one. If we catch Glenn on the TV pair. And Yvonne, how is Patrick doing? Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Yvonne, but not fantastic. 195, 206, 170, but things look like they might be improving because he had 256 in his last game. But he's out of view at the moment, so until we get the scores, I won't be able to give you game 5, but I'd like to think it's going to be a 250 or 270, and then he's back in the hunt, so to speak. But no, he's not performed too well as yet, Patrick. Got 3 little girls just walking onto the lanes to bowl. They've picked up a ball and they've picked up a balloon and they were going to go bowl with it. Quality. Get Flavio. Flavio's gonna get some kids in. And they saw the lanes and thought, I want to go do that. So they just kind of walked down and attempted to bowl. Glenn Richardson is coming this way. He's going to be on the TV pairs in the next game, so you'll get some slow-mo of Glenn in the next game. He's just on 7 and 8, and he's coming this way by the looks of it. Yep. Right, we're going to have a full body shot of Ramon Hilferink. that guy gets out of the way. So we'll watch it live and then we'll watch it in slow-mo. So that was the live shot. And we'll get the slow-mo now. Perfect swing. Watch the arm come across and body, which looks weird. He wasn't sure about that one, but it hung well into the pocket for a strike. And the Iceman strikes again. Come on, folks, is this not one of the best streams you've seen for ages? Proper enjoying bringing it anyway, that's for sure. Lee Chatfield, front 7 and then 9 spare. Yvonne says, thanks Tom for Patrick's score update. We hope he will do better now, of course. Patrick will work it out. He's a smart kid. He might have a little bit of pressure on himself. Being the defending champion, you've kind of got that pressure that you need to qualify. And I'm sure he'll feel embarrassed if he won it last year and then doesn't qualify. So the pressure's on a little bit. I hope he isn't feeling it too much. So just coming up to the end of game 5. Ramon Hilferink, 209 in the 9th. Elko Gorta, 185 in the 9th. Both players on a double. Or double counting. Ramon actually on 5 in a row at the moment. Elko on 2. Hansa Grabijan, 158 in the 8th with a double working. Kim and Jazz doing a brilliant job. I wish you could be there. Yeah, we wish you could all be here. But then again, if you were all here, who'd be watching? But yeah, if you fancy a holiday in Malta next year, come over. I certainly recommend the island. Forget about the bowling. The bowling's cool, but the island's better. Lots to see and do. Proper Mediterranean food. If you like your fish, it's fresh from the fisherman. And if you want to find out a little bit about the Maltese island, if you go to talktemping.net and look at Malta Open reports, you'll see a little tab for trips to Malta. I've been over a few times, and the MTA, the Malta Tourist Authority, have sent me out on assignment to visit places and report and write about it. So I got a chance to go to all the historical sites, and it's worth doing. Kind of when I was a young guy, I wouldn't have enjoyed something like that, but as I've got older, I always thought history was a thing of the past, but you kind of need to know where you're going by knowing where you've been. So it's nice to learn a little bit about how Malta became the island it is now. Because it's a little island in the middle of the Mediterranean, everybody's had a little pop at it over the years. Attacked, but the Maltese people have always stayed firm. And it looks like we've got Elko again. And this is a full body shot of Elko. Yikes. Big backswing. Here's the loft. At least 2.5, 3 foot down the lane before the ball hits the lane. And just walks in the way of but you see the result strike. Kim and Jazz definitely would have loved to come to support my son. Kim, who are we talking about? Who is your son? We'll make sure that they know you're watching. We'll even get them to wave at the camera, maybe. Full body shot of Greta side, is it? No. Seismic Sean there watching from work. Middle of the lanes look a bit dry, he says. And looks like we've got... Who's this? Is this Ramon again? No. Oh, it could be. Actually, I'm not sure who that is yet. Boom. We'll soon find out. Yeah, it was Ramon. The Iceman. Second for the last 2 years, Ramon. And very focused. Wants to win this year. But how about that for 3 years in a row if you came second, first? So now we're going to get a really low shot of Ramon. He's working 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. And it's going to be another big game. Ooh, just leaves a 10 pin. So there we go. Dutch International Ramon Hilferink. The ball's already working well the minute it touches the lane. Very smooth. Gets the ball down early. Pin just flies around the back of it there. Lee Chatfield's finished with a 259 that game, 11.92 it looks like he's got on the board with a game to go. Huh? There's no links to any of the squads as yet. They've not been uploaded yet. We've got them all archived. And they'll be uploaded over the next couple of days. The upload speed here has not been as fast as we expected, so what we plan on doing is leaving the computer running overnight, uploading as many as we can. So by tomorrow morning we should have at least Wednesday and Thursday's squads up there. Maybe even Fridays. But they will go up over the next few days. And we will make everybody aware of the links. So while the players move around, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back very soon. Welcome back to the 24th Malta Open, live from the Eden Super Bowl. And we've got some scores after 5 now. Ramon Hilfering, 96 pins ahead of second place on 12.96, 259 average. So I think it's safe to say Ramon's picked up another squad, and that's another 50 euros to him. That'll be 100 euros he's got in 2 squads. Not a bad little bit of work. Jonas Sjogen with 1200 after a 278. In third place, Glenn Richardson after a 268, 1194. And in fourth place, Lee Chatfield, 259 in that last game, 1192. Remco van Dommelen, 1189. Bjorn Ina Rutschagen, 1140. Stuck at a 252 there. Tommy Peterson with 1137 in 7th. Peter Niff with 1136 in 8th. Anzi Grabijan in 9th with 1133. And Elko Gorta in 10th with 1129. Going down the list looking for Patrick. Where is he? Or is he on? Oh, he's on page 2 still. No, he's not having a great set. 190 then after that 256, 10, 17, 203 average. So I think he's going to have to forget about this squad and come back for another squad and put a good score in. But I'm sure he'll go off and have a good think about it. Ramon will certainly help him. So into the 6th and final game, and just coming up to the 3rd frame. And on your featured pair now, we've got Beat Gruweiler, Greta Fosside, Glenn Richardson and John who?